Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I thought, well, a lot of things I don't see too many videos of. I thought, well, let's find an easy way to how you can actually build a quad trail and benefit by getting firewood at the same time. And I'll show you here on the video where our trails, I actually have to go kind of kitty corner through our neighbor's yard, which technically actually is still my property. But when he's got company and everything there and stuff, you know, he doesn't want quads driving by his place constantly. So I thought in this video, whatever, I want to show you how I built a trail through the back part of my yard that cuts back on my main trail. So took me a little bit of a task, whatever, doing it, where I had to take the chainsaw and I had to cut my way through. But I'm going to take you over to the trail where I started and explain to you what I did. So as you can see here where that's the neighbor's camper sitting over there and stuff. I got a kind of kitty corner, you know, off to the side of his grass where, oh, I don't want to ruin his grass. And like I said, if he's got company over there, maybe he just wants a quiet evening and we got quads ripping through here or whatever, well, you know, I'd be annoyed myself. So out of respect for our neighbors, so I'm kind of kitty cornering off the side like that to get on our main trail, but technically this is still our property. But I get along good with my neighbors. But I'm going to take you down and I'm going to show you the trail I built, like I said earlier in the video. And we'll start from there and we'll go on for the video. As you can see now, this is the beginning of the trail that I built. And how I kind of did this or whatever, I thought, well, what's going to happen, I'm going to walk the trail, and I'm going to go get the quad and the chainsaw. I'm going to come in like, okay, now where was I? Like, which way did I go? So what I did is I went and I had some flag tape that my daughter gave me and I flagged the trees. And as I went down, I just flagged trees all the way down until I can get through to the other trail. So technically it's kind of an easy way of doing it, then you kind of remember what you're doing. So I'm going to take you up to this trail and we're going to mosey on more on our journey. Lots of helicopters flying today. So what happens when you live by an airport. Oh, it's getting quite warm out. It's a beautiful day today. Whew. Let's throw this back here. Whew. So, you can see it's not a very long trail, but it comes out and now we're back on this main trail again. So it kind of bypasses his house and everything. We're not going to disturb him in any way. So I thought, okay, we're going to go down where I started on another trail. And I brought my 357 Magnum Mare's leg with me because it does shoot a 38 special. So who knows? I might see something. I got a hunting license. So I might see a partridge, or who knows? Maybe I'll come across a deer. The odds of finding a deer are pretty slim running a quad, but yeah, you never know. So I always take a gun with me. Plus being out here in the wilderness, you don't know what's out here. There could be a bear. It could be anything, right? It could be a cougar. Them cougars, sometimes they'll be up in a tree. You won't even know they're sitting there. Next thing you know, they're pounced on you, whatever, it's too late. So it's always nice. I always bring a firearm with me just in case I need one, I have one. But let's get down the trail here and I'll show you where another trail I'm working on. And I'm slowly just getting firewood from it. All right. All right, we're here finally. It was a nice little drive. Like I said, we got beautiful trails back here. But what I did is here this day before yesterday, I came down here with the quad and I cut through here. There's a bunch of little willows and everything in here. And I kind of cut my way through just in a little ways. And I thought, okay, I'll get some firewood, and I backed the quad and trailer out, and then I went back home. So I'm gonna pull in here again, and we're gonna get set up, whatever, and then find ourselves some firewood. So there's lots back there, I'll guarantee you we're gonna definitely find firewood, but this is a start of maybe start building a quad trail. So you can see this, I didn't come in very far, but this is where I stopped last time. And there was firewood laying around here. There's a lot of this deadfall. The wood's still good because the trees are crisscrossed over each other. Well, they're not in the snow, they're not on the ground getting rotted. So there's lots of firewood back here. But the only problem you gotta watch when you're driving on these old trees and stuff, especially with tamarack and everything, and spruce, you gotta watch like for spikes and stuff coming out of the trees from the old dry branches. So you gotta be careful, otherwise you could put a hole in your ATV tire. But I'm not too worried about it out here with this old quad. So we're gonna go up a little further and get some firewood and build a trail. Oh, yeah, lots of deadfall in here. All right. Oh, lots of deadfall. So as you can see here, like this is one of the trees that's fallen. Like it's not rotted, it's off the ground, and that will make perfect firewood. That old spruce. So yeah, this bad boy is going to make nice fires. So hopefully I can get enough firewood or whatever to take home. I don't even have an indoor fireplace or wood burning stove, but both of our daughters do. So if they ever get into a bind, it's a cold winter and they run out of firewood, well, they can come over to mom and dad's place and we'll have firewood for them. But I'm going to show you where we're going to try and get the quad through, and I'll show you what we're going to cut and get a little load on my little trailer. As you can see here, whatever, like now the quad's sitting up over here, right? There's deadfall in here. Like this stuff's overhanging of the trees. Some's a little bit rotten, some isn't. But some of that rotten spruce, in case you don't know, you put rotten spruce on a campfire and it really helps keep the mosquitoes away. It's an old myth I heard, maybe a native tale, I guess you want to call it. But I've tried it and cleared my conscience. I'm pretty sure it worked. Even though you stink like smoke, but you're gonna stink like smoke from any campfire anyway. So I'm gonna get the chainsaw ready and we're gonna start cutting this up a little bit in here and work our way through. There's a couple more just in front of me here, whatever, but I'll cut through and we're just gonna slowly make our way in the bush until we get a load to take home. I'll turn around and come right back out. And as I'm doing it, it's just packing the trail down even more. The more you drive it, the more packed down it gets. Next thing you know, it's going to be rough until you break it in. It takes time, but you will have a trail built. Well, now before I even get started to get my chainsaw ready and stuff, I'd like to mention too, if you're interested in any of the equipment that I'm using for filming, there'll be a link in the description below. So check it out. And if you're interested in getting a DJI camera or anything, or camera stands or anything like that, it'll be in that link below. So check it out. I know you won't be disappointed. All right, let's get this thing, get this off of here. All right, I'm using a steel chainsaw. It's an 525, or actually it's an MS250 is what I'm using for a chainsaw. That won't be in the link below. Maybe in time it will be. But I'm gonna fire this baby up, get it warmed up, and then we'll start cutting a trail. Oh, I feel bad already. Now, when you're stepping over this deadfall too, just a quick reminder, don't have your hand on the throttle of the chainsaw in case you fall. Well, you don't want to cut your leg off. And always make sure you got your safety glasses and a pair of gloves on before you even start. Just a quick reminder. Let's get this cut. I'm going to start with this piece here and a couple here and there. Get this trail built. Lots of limbs on this tree, but it is a spruce tree. Those limbs off there while it's sitting like that, more easier than trying to do it on the ground. A little bit of rot in this wood, but it won't be as we go down further of the tree. Right, you start there, but also there's a tree laying here, a couple of them. So I'm gonna cut them ones out too as well. Yeah, this is all rotten wood, so it's really bad for fire, to have a fire. So I'm gonna cut this out, just so I can get the quad in here. I'll throw this stuff off to the side. And here's some more. See, it's just how rotten it is. It's no good for nothing, this kind of wood. You'll know as you're cutting, you'll know. Yeah, it's all kind of funky, this wood. I'll cut this out of the way. A little bit here, get this out. Get this out. It's all no good wood. But don't worry, we'll work our way through. All right, I'll get this out of the way. The thing you do with something like that, rotten trees and stuff, just don't throw it in the bush. Sometimes if you lay it in your trail, where it's, there's a little of a hole or whatever, we'll throw that dead wood in there. It's soft, and it'll just build up. And then it kind of makes your trail a little bit even smoother. I'm gonna follow this dead tree out, get it out of there. Yeah, insects are out, so they're gonna be in my face, in my ears. Gotta love nature. All right, I'm gonna cut this thing out. Alright, I'm going to follow that tree that way best I can. What you do is never turn your back on a falling tree. Alright, let's get this all bucked up so I can get on the trailer. This stuff will burn like coal. It's that swamp spruce. That'll make life easier. Bring it a little closer to me instead of walking through the bush and picking all that wood up. All right, got them trees cut up. Now it's a matter of loading it on the trailer and work our way back out to the main trail and take this firewood home. But we came in this bush quite a ways. But I keep going over this same trail, get back in here, get firewood, work my way back out, it'll just keep packing this trail down. The next thing you know, I got a quad trail going through. But I was gonna get this load wooded and we're gonna head out of here. Looks like it's gonna get dark here soon. Okay. We got the quad trailer loaded. It's a big load for this little trailer, but that little trailer can hold a lot of wood. So I got it all nicely loaded. Let's hope none of it falls off, and we're gonna make our way out of our new trail and get on the main trail and head her back home. So let's hit the road, Jack. Well, another hard day's work done. To do this video, I had to take my time due to my health. I gotta stop all the time and everything, but it is what it is. That's the way life goes, I guess. But we did get a nice big load of firewood. I'm impressed. But it's a little rough going on the trails we built, but they got to get broke in. Another thing is, what I was using, just a Honda 300, a TRX. It's a 1989 Honda quad that I bought maybe 8 years ago back at our old place. I paid like 1,900 bucks for that thing. And I got an extra set of tires and rims that'll fit this quad. But this quad is the same battery, the same spark plug. Thing just never lets me down. So I have to brag about it, but knock on wood. I don't want it breaking down on me, but so far it's been a good little quad. And the trailer picked up a Canadian Tire for $500. And I've had that trailer just same length of time too. But it does me well. It's a good little dump trailer. You pull a pin and it'll dump for you. And I did break it a little bit on the back trying to put a 350 engine in it and trying to unload it by myself. Wasn't really a smart thing to do. But all in all, it is what it is. You know, when you got tools like that, it's not going to last forever. I'm just hoping it'll last a long time. But anyways, that's going to be another end of the video. I got to get this thing unloaded and it's almost supper time. But if you like this video, guarantee check these ones. I know you're going to like them. Or even hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified every time I come out with a new video. So we're going to see you on the next Measures Adventures. Have fun, everybody, and you guys have one awesome weekend.